This is a battle between the desert empires of Himyar and the Lakhmids. Obelix commanding the Himyar, 2 Almaka's lancers, 1 on each flank, total of 4. 6 Athar's chosen, because why the hell not. Then he has 2 Khalachim and 2 armored camel warriors. Up front he brings 4 desert hurlers. In my opinion, a very strong army. He also has a desert warlord with 2 upgrades. For the poor Lakhmids, we have 2 armored camels on each flank, a total of 4. Then we have 2 Wadai, heavy shock cavalry, desert warlord. For infantry, we have Sanai. They have the 50 damage high AP sword, the Konda. Up front he has a total of 4 desert hurlers, so the desert hurlers could cancel each other out. Then he has desert levy spears in front of his camels here, and this is a good idea, I think, because this will dissuade shock cavalry from charging into the melee cavalry. However, the problem is that one single unit of Athars and this unit is gone. And that's basically true for every single infantry unit on the Lakhmid side here. They are going to have a hard time. But let's see how it plays out, how they choose to use their skirmishers. Because there's just no question that the infantry, if the Athars get the charge, they will just destroy everything that's on this part of the battlefield. And since Obelix has superior shock cavalry here in the form of Almaka's lancers, the only thing that can stop him is if these guys don't get the charge, the Athars somehow die, and spears and the Konda wielders are able to go in and support the cavalry fights. But that's going to be very hard to pull off. Let's see if they do actually have the Konda. Let's see, show me your swords, guys. It looks like they don't have the Konda, actually. Looks like they have the... but they have the same stats as the Konda. The weapon just doesn't look the same. 50 damage, 14 armor penetration, very nice. So Obelix being very reckless with his desert hurlers here, but that's actually not a bad idea for him, because the camels, if they decide to rush over here and engage, they're going to be so slow, 65 speed, and when that speed is reduced by the desert hurlers, it's going to be very hard for them to get in before they get hit by the Almaka's lancers. So taking a bit of fire here on his desert hurlers. He no doubt wants to fire at the armored camel warriors. Yeah, attack orders given on the armored camel warriors. They have high health. They have a good missile block chance, so these hurlers are not going to be able to do much against the armored camels. I'd be surprised if we saw any of the camels drop, even after the slingers use basically all of their ammunition. So desert levy being used here to push up against the hurlers. Good idea. It allows these hurlers to fire while these guys are not able to. Athar's chosen being pushed up here to chase away the desert levy. Crazy thing is, these units are comparable in terms of price, but their roles on the battlefield vary immensely and their effectiveness vary immensely. The desert hurlers here taking fire from 2 hurler units. And that's actually a good trade for Obelix, because it will deplete the ammunition here. The ammunition is so important for the Lakhmid player. It's not really that important for Obelix, because he has the melee advantage, he has the cav advantage. So he's moving up his Almaka's lancers here, and this could be interesting. The Wadai looks like they want to engage, but no, Obelix decides against it, turns around. Desert hurlers here, just about dead, but more than half of the ammunition used on these desert hurlers. So firing on one depleted unit like this, not the most effective way of using your skirmishers. And these guys haven't even bothered turning around, now they run away. Athar's chosen just running up here, like they don't even care. Let's see if Wadai decide to engage them. This is very dangerous what the Obelix is doing. The Wadai run into engage. They are going to get the charge. They are going to wreck Athar's Chosen. And one unit of Athar's Chosen is basically off the field. But this allows the Almaka's Lancers to get into the Wadai, and the Wadai get wrecked. Here we have Armored Camel Warriors up against Armored Camel Warriors. But the Armored Camel Warriors of Obelix, it doesn't... Oh, well, they did get a charge, or did they? This fight is going to take so long anyway. But here come Athar's Chosen in, and now we should see camels start to drop. Let's see. 0 kills on the charge by the camels on the camels. But of course, when Athar's Chosen come in, things start getting ugly really quickly. And 7, 8, 9, 10... Yeah, a lot of kills. They have more kills than the camels themselves. So, pulling out here is Obelix, losing quite a few men on the pullout. The Armored Camel Warriors get wrecked by Athar's Chosen here, together with a unit of Sana'i. While that's been going on the flanks, Obelix, it looks like he's going to be able to get a charge here into the flanks of the armored camel raiders, but there is a unit of Desert Levy here, very dangerous. Now the Athar's Chosen are starting to drop. They take fire. They are fighting up against the Sana'i. They don't have their charge bonus anymore. Another unit of Sana'i is charging in, and this unit of Athars is just going to get straight up killed, but it's not going to break, so it ties down a significant number of enemy units, and it's killed some cavalry. But I question whether this particular unit was cost effective. The one that got charged over here, 1 kill, but it's still in the fight. Didn't rout because of the insane morale. And moving over on the flank here is the Lakhmid player, so Obelix is moving his forces more towards the flank. He doesn't want to engage just yet. The ammunition is mostly gone here on the Desert Hurlers of the Lakhmids. Some fire into this general here would be nice, but now the hurlers are going to get smashed in the flanks. However, that allows Almaka's Lancers to go in and destroy the Wadai. Look at this. The Wadai are going to lose that combat hardcore, but here comes some Armored Camel Warriors in. Camels for days. Armored Camel Warriors into the Almaka's Lancers, but the Almaka's Lancers don't really care because of their high stats. This looks like a slow motion charge. It's not. It's just camels are this slow. So Almaka's Lancers crush in here. And these camel combats just take so long. Another charge by Almaka's Lancers here into the Armored Camels and into the Wadai. The Wadai should start to drop reasonably fast. Over here we have Athar's Chosen charging in to support the camp fight. It's going to be hard for them to push through all of these camels. So it could be a nice idea to just flank around a bit with them to get them a better charge, but they're still getting kills here. Here come the Armored Camels, and it might not seem like much to kill units like these Desert Hurlers when they've run out of ammunition, but in terms of balance and power and stuff like that, and the ability to block charges, it's nice to be able to get the Desert Hurlers off the field. Here comes the Desert Warlord against Desert Warlord. The Athar's Chosen are going to get a charge here against the enemy general, and let's see what happens to the enemy general when the Athar's Chosen charge in. He is dropping. Yep, he's dropping quickly. Nice charge here though by the Sana'i of the Lakhmids. This could be a real problem for Obelix, because this blob is being closed off very nicely by the Lakhmids. The Athars are going to fight to the death, but very nice envelopment here. Very nicely done. On the other hand though, it could mean that Obelix has the option to charge into the blob, rear charge, and do a lot of damage. Depleted Almaka's Lancers will still wreck Sana'i on the charge. Another unit comes in here, and the Sana'i just disappear under the onslaught of the camels. Khalachim against Desert Levy should destroy them. The Lakhmid general about to bite the dust here. On the flanks, Obelix won. And now what was a nice envelopment when the rest of the army loses, Obelix is going to be able to charge this blob with abandon. Because of the high health on his Almaka's Lancers, because of the unbreakable morale on Athar's Chosen, they're going to stay in the fight, and that means that if these units want to disengage for the Lakhmids, they're going to take a lot of casualties. Athar's Chosen here, crash in, and look at the kills. This is cavalry level carnage on the charge from the Athar's Chosen. The general is dead, and now we should see the entire Lakhmid army start to chain rout. And look at these Athars. This is why they are so dangerous. Charging into a blob, and I wouldn't be surprised if they got to near 200 kills in this battle. That is for a unit that costs 300-ish. And look at everything that Obelix has left here. He has left 675 men, so about half his army, while the Lakhmid army, although it was 1860 men, is just gone. Completely gone. Another charge by the camels. The Athar's Chosen still fighting. And breaking due to army losses. So Himyar, definitely strong. Look at the kills on the cavalry here. The kills on the Athar's Chosen, pretty good. But it just shows how, I mean, the Lakhmids cannot compete, in my opinion, with Almaka's Lancers and Athar's Chosen. That combination. You have shock cavalry that charges in, doesn't die, and then you have shock infantry that charges in, never breaks, and has very high health and an extreme charge bonus. So even though this army is a pretty good one, I sort of question the use of Desert Levy. I would have liked to see something else in their place, but it's really difficult to play against the Himyar. Sure, you can kill a few of these Athar's Chosen with cavalry charges, but even if there are only 2 or 3 left alive and they're able to charge something, that unit is going to be gone. And that means that you can afford to lose an Athar's Chosen or 2. The ones that are left are going to absolutely devastate stuff. So the highest killing unit here, the 185 kills, nothing on the Lakhmid side did as well. None of the cavalry units. And that's a testament to just how deadly Athar's Chosen are. Strength and honor.